Hi everyone, I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I'm from Clovis, California. Thank you for joining me today. Today I would just like to talk a little bit about what my paper share is about. A lot of people do paper shares, so I just thought I'd share with you what mine has, and how I package it and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I would just share that with you today. So let's just jump right in and get started on it. So what I do is I package each paper and I put the name, the size, the price, the number, and this is new. I'm doing the January to June 2024, so I'm putting 24 catalog. So we know where this paper came from and when you received it. So, and then of course my website is right here also for my blog, and you can purchase right from there. So what I do is I take each package, I separate it out into a quarter of a pack. So one of these has 6 pieces instead of 4 pieces in the package of each pattern. So I went ahead and just cut those in half because they can still be very useful for the inside of your card, even a strip down the side of the card, or, you know, there's plenty of use still for a half a sheet of paper. So you will get an additional half a piece on this one. So you still get a quarter of the pack. Okay, so what I do is I just package them all up. This one, I did the specialty paper, and here are the foils. There's some foil papers here. So this is all the package of papers. So I'll show you them a little bit better in a second. This one, I actually used these pieces. If you are a demonstrator or even a customer, you may know that we are only allowed to purchase a certain amount of paper the month ahead of time before it goes live for customers. So I did do a card with that paper, and so those are the strips that I had left over from that pack. So you'll get that beautiful paper also in your pack. And I'll show you the card I did with it. So this is what I did. So this was a thank you card for my bingo participants in August. So I did cut a bunch of strips from that. So there's that. So what I wanted to show you is you will get this paper. And so every pack of paper, like I said, has a quarter of the pack. And it's all the beautiful papers that that are in the package. Now what I will tell you is on this particular piece here, what I try to do is, there's more paper that goes with this, so the lighter color. But what I try to do is I try to turn the paper so you'll get one of these and one of these in the same pack. Otherwise there's 2 on top of each other, and I didn't want somebody to get 2 of this and none of this. So I turn one of the sheets so that everybody gets one of each for this paper. And then there's another paper, I believe, in the back, and it was the same, not that one, maybe this one. One of them, let's see, has like a little city scene. Here we go. So I believe it was this paper and this paper. Okay, so that is the sheet of paper, and you get 2, so I turned the other one so each person will get one of these and one of these. So I tried to be mindful of that for our projects, just so you're aware, and you can get, you know, a little bit of everything, and everybody gets you know, the hills and the sky and so on. This is really for you to just kind of look at it, decide which papers you like. Here's the other side for that. Look at how neat these papers are. I mean, this would be great for the Halloween cards. I mean, there's so much. This one has like a pattern in there. Really, really nice paper. I will tell you that I used this paper on one of my upcoming bingos, but it has nothing to do with the stamp set. So that will just give you some fun ideas of something that's coming up. And so the Merry, Bold, and Bright just has some really fun, bold, and bright colors in it. I mean, you can use the back sides, look at the stars, for all kinds of things. For birthdays, the polka dots. You can use these for many different things other than just the holidays. So keep that in mind. This is the paper I mentioned before. It looks like tissue paper. So Joy of Christmas. And what I like about having a paper share is you can come up with one card using this and then open your package. If you say, yep, this is the card I want to make and I need to make 10 of them, play around with your swap paper first. Kind of decide what you want to do. I mean, look how pretty those leaves are. Just leaves. You can use that for flowers or all kinds of things. But then you have here the holly and the berries and everything a little more Christmas. So it's beautiful paper. And so, like I said, they're each individually packaged. I always send a little thank you to you in your package. Okay, so here's are these. Okay, I did one of each in one there. So you get 6 sheets of paper, so it would be divided by 4, and then again a half per each person. Then the Berry Christmas. This one goes with a punch. So if you were to get this paper, you get 4 of these per page on this page of this little guy here. And some are in red and some are in green. And then the rest of them, you can fussy cut out or use the back sides of these papers. Look at the little foxes and a seal and a moose or deer. I think that's a deer. I love the look of this with the wind of the snow. Anyway, so really, really pretty paper. Another specialty paper is the oxide copper, which looks beautiful with the autumn stamp set. So you've got the copper look, and then I believe this is a Pretty Peacock. And then this way, when you're using your papers, you can kind of be like, oh, I love this paper, I gotta have it, and here's all your information for you. So you can order it. And the foils are on the other side. Again, this is that autumn paper. Just beautiful. Really pretty paper. I love how on the other sides of the paper are things that match. But then again, if, because you're going to use, if you use a 4 by 5 1/4, you're going to have a strip at the bottom you could put on the inside of your card. And then you're going to have a whole nother strip over here that you could use differently, or flip it over and then use that on that same card. So I like how they really think about that and put some matching colors of things that you're going to use. Look at this. Look at that. How pretty that is. Beautiful, beautiful paper. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit about it. So all I do is I take the cost of all of this paper, I divide it by 4, I do the shipping and tax, of course, and then I add the shipping back to you, and that's the cost you pay. That's it. I don't charge for my bags, my labeling, my time, my mailing, packaging, none of that. So I don't add any of that on there. I just do the basic product and postage. And of course I use my tax for here because that's where it's being headed to. It's being ordered from here. Now the Halloween paper, I will tell you that on one of the sides, so we will find that paper right here. So on this paper here, the little boo and eek, on the other side is where you have the little postcard or picture size images that you can cut and use. I opted to do it like this because hopefully you will get something like this that you can use. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, it's the same. So those I may mix up so that you can get different pieces. But I was just looking at this side. It is too hard to cut these out and then say, okay, this person gets this little one, but somebody else gets this big one, which really could be 2 cards. And so I just opted to do this side. It's really for you to kind of look at and see if you're interested in it. So that's kind of how that works on this paper. One time I did cut it all up, and that was just a nightmare because some people wanted the other side, some people wanted other images in that paper, and so I just stuck with, we're doing the 6x6. Now look at this, you have 3 different patterns, but you get it in the vanilla and gold and the night of navy and gold, and it's beautiful with the foil on it. Absolutely beautiful. So you will get this much because it only comes with 6 sheets. So you will get a 6x6 of each. And then you have our beautiful paper here. You get 2 of each of this one. And I will be using this paper in the upcoming bingo. I will be using the Snowflake Magic stamp set on a card, and it's a beautiful card. This one is Joyful, and it goes with this one here, Joy of Christmas. Look how pretty this is. You get 2 of each again, but there's 4 patterns. So you get the music, the wood grain, the plaid, and then you've got the berries here with the holly leaves in a gold foil. Very pretty. Now those are just one side because they're the specialty. So I added everything that's new. Here we have the Mambo and Granny Apple Green, and it's the foil. And you get 2 of each of the 6x6. How pretty is that to add onto like this? Isn't that pretty to add to this beautiful paper? Here we have the glow in the dark specialty paper. It's kind of like, it feels like a sandpaper kind of. It's got a really different kind of feel to it, just on one side. But it does glow in the dark. So it's really cool for your Halloween set. So I would put it with, where did my Halloween paper go here? Here we go. So with this set, it would be really cool to go with that, and you can do like a nice dark Halloween scene and then add your little glow in the dark items. Really neat. And then the Winter Meadow, I love this paper. I told you I used this one already, so you will get full sheets of it just like this. So here, look how pretty that paper is. Oh, I feel like I'm looking at it upside down. Let's do it this way. So we have these trees. Those, look at with the deer. The berries. And then the blue trees. Isn't that gorgeous? And it all looks kind of like a watercolor look. And then look at the back side. You can really mix and match these colors with the scenes from the other side. See that? And then you can take like the green and put it with the berry. I mean, there's all kinds that you can do to just kind of change up the theme of what you're looking for. You've got the berries here. You could take even just the other side. How beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful paper. So I hope you are interested in the paper share. There is a link below, and you can go right there and register. I will be ordering on the 5th of September late at night. The catalog goes live the 6th, but I'm in California, so I can go ahead and start that on the 5th and get your order put in. So hopefully you'll take advantage and give it a try. That way you have a little bit of everything. And what's really nice is if it's a card that you're not quite sure you would do, but you think, you know what, I want to try that, or I have this stamp set, I wish I would have got that paper, you at least have a little bit to do a card or two and see if that's for you, and then you can order the paper. Okay, so just a quick note also, my September bingo is going to be coming on September 20th. it is ready to register for. It is going to be a holiday bingo. So we're going to have some fun using some of the new product, and I will let you know ahead of time what we are using, and you will have an idea of which stamp sets you might want to get. Now remember, when I create my bingos, I try to create them where I can supply everything for you, like your die cuts and your DSP and everything, but you probably have to use a sentiment, or maybe add a tree, or add something if you don't have the same, for example, Christmas tree that I'm using. You can grab something else, a different Christmas tree that you do have, and add that in there. So I try to make it as user-friendly as possible so that you can add a sentiment of your choice, or you can use the same one if you have the same stamp set. All right, so hopefully you can join me there. So I have the paper share and the upcoming bingo, and they're linked below. So I hope you enjoyed this and kind of understand a little bit more about our paper share, and I hope you take advantage of it and give it a try. Thanks a lot, everybody. I am in Vegas, so this is a recorded video. Should have said that at the beginning, but I need to go pack. So I will see you when I get back. Bye, everybody.